Hello again. We're back in the room. So, sorry about that, everybody. Sometimes when you're doing something new, you don't always get it right first time. So, thank you for bearing with us. And we're going to carry on. Now, just if you've just joined us and you weren't here before, my name is Dani and I'm here today for Islington Museum. We were doing some claps to warm ourselves up and shake ourselves out. And we had just made a big round ball with our wiggly fingers. So get your wiggly fingers again. Draw a big round ball. And have a look inside. See what might be sticky in there. Ew, there might be jam. Ew, there might be glue. Ew. Can you roll up your sleeves? Show me your wiggly fingers and get ready to put it in the sticky bowl. Ready? 1, 2, 3. Oh, it's so sticky. Ooh, wiggle your fingers around. Ew. But messy and lovely too. Can you pull out your hands and give yourselves a great big clap? Our hands, they're stuck together. Oh no! Pull them apart, pull them apart, pull them apart. Whatever you do, don't put your hands down because... oh no! They got stuck on our legs. Oh, pull them off, pull them off, pull them off. Whatever you do, don't put them any minute... oh no! Oh, they got stuck on our faces. Oh, pull them off, pull them off, pull them off. We can't have a story adventure with sticky hands, so we better give them a wash. Turn on the tap, but don't touch it with your hand. Can you use your elbow to turn on the tap? Can you make the washing sound? It's not coming off. We better get the soap. Bubbly jubbly, fubbly mubbly, tubbly bubbly, bubbly bubbly bubbly. Turn off the tap and shake your hands. Shake, 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 shake. Now they're ready for stories. Well done to you. Now this story is all about some animals. And Islington, the borough of London where the museum is, has got lots of animals. I mean, you might have animals at home. Maybe a cat, or a fish, or a rabbit, or a gerbil, or a dog. Now, let's talk about dog. Now, if you've been to a session at the museum before, you may have met Finsbury Fox. Finsbury Fox always comes with us on our adventures. But the thing is, Finsbury's stuck in the museum and I'm here. So I can't see Finsbury and Finsbury can't see me. It's a bit like we are with some of our friends and family. We have to stay apart at the moment. So I've got Dog, who's going to come on our adventures with us. Now, Dog is called... this is the problem. Dog is just called Dog. And it's an okay name for a dog, but I think Dog might like another name. So this is where you come in. I want you to have a think. Decide whether you think you can come up with a name for Dog. If you can, maybe your grown-ups can tweet that name or email that name. And tomorrow, same time, same place, we will pick a name out of the hat and we'll name Dog. Maybe it will be your brilliant idea. So get your thinking brains thinking about that. For now, Dog, you can listen to the story. Now, so there's lots of pets in Islington, and there's also a great history of animals. We've got the zoo in Islington, Freightliner's Farm, and a long time ago, there was a market, the Caledonian Road Market, and it was famous, one of the most famous markets in the world. And you could get all kinds of things there. So, flowers, furniture, and animals. You could get chickens. You could get cows. Moo. You could get pigs and horses too. Now I've got a story to tell you. And this story is all about some farm animals. And lots of the animals are the same kind of animals who would have been at Caledonia Market all those years back when it started 170 years ago. This story is written by my great friend Andy Barry. Thank you, Andy, and I hope you enjoy it. I'm going to tell you the first part today, and then the next part tomorrow, and Thursday and Friday. By Friday, we'll get to the end. I'm not just wanting you to listen to the story. I'm going to ask for some of your help sometimes. Do you think you can do that? Yeah, I knew you could. For now, give those ears a wiggle. Wiggly, 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 wiggly. Blink those eyes and get comfy. The first bit of the story. It goes something like this. This is the story of Lily Love. This is the story of her arrival on Puddle Farm. But wait, we're getting far too ahead of ourselves. Puddle Farm is a very busy place, full of lots of animals. There are cows, moo. There are sheep, meh. There are chickens, and there are cats, meow. In fact, every kind of farm animal you can think of. In the middle of the farm sits a farmhouse. Here lives Mr. and Mrs. Farmer. They run the farm together. On this particular morning, Mrs. Farmer was out milking the cows. And Mr. Farmer was at home preparing an enormous breakfast. In fact, he just put the teapot down on the table when in burst Mrs. Farmer from outside. "Oh, what a morning," she said. "I'm sure them cows know summat's up, and me being in such a hurry as well." "Well," said Mr. Farmer, "let's have a nice cup of tea." "Tea? Tea? Oh, we ain't got time for no tea. There's things to be done," screeched Mrs. Farmer. "Well, what is to be done?" asked Mr. Farmer. "Oh, everything. I want to make sure we've got everything done so when our Lily Love arrives, it's perfect. I don't want us to have to be fussy about any silly chickens or silly cows or silly sheep. And I don't want that cat in here either, getting under everyone's feet." With that, Mr. Farmer picked up the cat, took her to the kitchen door, and opened it up. As he did, the sound of the farmyard could be heard coming from outside. I'm going to stop the story just there, because I need some of your help here. Now, Mr. Farmer, he's just opened the door and he can hear the sound of the farm. We are going to make a sound picture. It's like painting a picture, only you make it with sounds. Now, we're going to use this. And I'm going to make some of the sounds, and then I'd love you to join in too. But finally, you're going to make up your own sound. So let's work as a team. Let's see if we can make a sound picture. Now, we heard about those cows. So our first sound is going to be the sound of the cow. When I point to that, I want you in your biggest, best, moo-like way to make the sound of the cow. Are you ready? Moo. Well, that was. Next, we've got the pig. What sound does the pig make? That's it. Now, you might say, or you might do an oink, oink, oink. You can choose. It's your pig. Show me the pig. Let me hear. Brilliant. Now, let's go back to the top. Ready with the cow? Moo. And onto the pig. Very good. Now let's have that chicken. I love a chicken. So, have a practice. What's your chicken going to sound like? Let me see. Ready when I point to it, make your chicken sound. Very good. And let's go back to the beginning. Ready with the cow. Ready. Moo. Pig. Chicken. Good. Let's have a horse. Oh, I do like a horse riding along. Now, you might decide to make the click, 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 click of the horse's hooves, or you might decide to do a. You can choose. Ready? Show me your horse sounds. Very good. Back to the top. Ready? All the way back to the cow. Moo. Pig. The chicken. The horse. Finally, I'm going to put a big question mark. And this means I am saying to you, what next? When I point to the big question mark, I want you to come up with a brand new animal sound, one we haven't heard so far. So maybe a dog, maybe the farm cat, meow, maybe the goat, maybe the duck, quack, 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 quack. You can choose. Ready, have a think. What animal sound? And if you can't think of a new one, pick your favourite one from here. Ready? On the count of 3. 1, 2, 3. Let me hear it. Oh, fantastic. There were loads of animals in there. I'm sure I heard some geese in there. And I heard some rabbits jumping around. And I heard another cat. And I heard a dog and all kinds of animals. Now, we're going to put this all together in the story. So you're going to be part of the story, okay? In a moment, we're going to rewind the story just a little bit to where Mr. Farmer's picked up the cat. When you hear me say the sounds of the farmyard could be heard coming from outside, I'm going to point to the board and I want you to make all those sounds, the cow, the pig, the chicken, the horse, and most importantly, your special sound at the end. And then I'll carry on with the story. Ready, team? Get your rewind hands. Let's go back into the story. Mr. Farmer picked up the cat and took her to the kitchen door. As he opened it, the sound of the farmyard could be heard coming from outside. Moo! Mr. Farmer bundled the cat outside. Ow, she said. Oh my, what a to-do this morning being put outside like this. And in the rain. This lily love must be very special indeed. I am the cleanest animal on this drab old farm. I'm the only one allowed to live in the farmhouse. I hope Lily Love isn't going to take my place. The cat was called Edith Earth, and she was a little bit spoiled. She didn't like to share, as you can see. Edith Earth marched her way across the farmyard. She couldn't wait to tell the others what she'd just heard in the kitchen. I'm going to stop the story just there. Give those ears a wiggle. You did brilliant listening and brilliant helping. Now, I've stopped the story there, but I now need you to make the 3 characters that we've seen today. So, this bit, you're going to need to stand up. Ready? I'm going to come behind here. Now, Mrs. Farmer. Mrs. Farmer is a very happy character. So show me your happiest faces. And she always rolls up her sleeves, or you can pretend. She puts her hands on her hips. and she has a job on the farm. She loves to milk the cows. She doesn't get her milk from Asda. She doesn't get her milk from Sainsbury's. She goes right to the cow and Mr. Farmer. It's a very different character. He has a thinking face. Now, to make Mr. Farmer stand up tall, put one arm like this, put your elbow on there, put your hand across your chin, and you make a kind of thoughtful sound. Hmm. Hmm. Very good. Finally, Edith Earth the cat. She's a little bit spoiled. Put your paws up to your chin. Nose in the air. Very good. Show me Mrs. Farmer. Show me her favourite job on the farm. Show me Mr. Farmer with his thinking face.